you come to jail, everybody jealous of what you had in your life. That's just part of the culture. Like, I wish I would have had.
It's the middle of the night when T.I.'s phone starts ringing nonstop. At first, he thinks it's just another late-night call. Maybe business, maybe someone from the label. But as soon as he sees who's calling, his heart sinks. It's a restricted number. That only means one thing. It's coming from the county jail. He freezes for a second, staring at the screen before finally answering. On the other end, there's nothing but heavy breathing, muffled sobs, and a voice he instantly recognizes. It's King. But this isn't the confident, loud, untouchable King Harris the world knows. This is a broken voice, trembling and desperate. "Dad, please, I need you." The moment those words hit, everything inside T.I. stops. Time, thoughts, everything. Because he's never heard his son sound like this, scared. King, the boy who always acted like he had it all under control, was begging his father for help like a child trapped in a nightmare.
Yes, sir.
There's one in the head.
Does your buddy have one as well? Alright, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires.
There's no safety, you gotta take it.
There's no safety.
T.I. sits up straight, his voice shaking, asking what happened. But all King can say through the static is, "They came for me, Dad. I didn't mean for it to go this far. Please, you gotta get me out." And then just like that, the call cuts out. Silence. For a moment, T.I. just sits there, staring at the phone, trying to process what he just heard. His hands are trembling, his mind spinning. Tiny wakes up asking what's wrong. He can't even find the words. All he can say is, "It's King." And in that instant, she knows. A mother's instinct. Her heart drops. Within seconds, the whole house is in chaos. Lights flick on, phones start ringing, everyone's trying to get answers. But no one knows anything yet. Only that King's in trouble again. And this time, it sounds bad. The next few hours are a blur. T.I. is on the phone with his lawyers, calling everyone he knows inside the system, trying to find out what happened.
And he told me that it was okay. So that's the only time. Inside any other time, I don't even call the police like for accidents. I don't, it ain't even no 911 call with my voice on it. I don't break it my.
But the reports that come in make his blood run cold. Apparently, there was a fight inside the jail. Not just a fight, but a violent altercation that left multiple inmates injured, one of them in critical condition. And in the middle of it all, King Harris. At first, T.I. doesn't believe it. "My boy wouldn't do that," he says, pacing the room. He's no saint, but he ain't stupid. But the more he hears, the worse it sounds. Rumors start spreading online. Videos from inside, leaked messages from inmates, all painting King as the instigator. But the truth, as it always is much more complicated. Hours later, T.I. finally gets through to someone at the facility who's willing to talk. The officer on the line lowers his voice and says, "It's bad, Mr. Harris. Your son's not safe in there. He's got people coming after him." T.I.'s stomach drops. "What do you mean, people coming after him?" The officer hesitates, then says quietly, "He disrespected the wrong group. Word spreads fast in here. He's in protective custody now, but he's scared. You should know that." That's when it hits T.I. The bravado, the pride, the endless social media clips of King trying to prove he's tough. All of it has finally caught up to him. The streets, the lifestyle, the image, it was all fun and games until reality set in. Until he realized jail isn't the internet. It's survival. And no amount of fame, no last name, no followers can protect you when the doors lock and the lights go out. By morning, the news has exploded everywhere. King Harris involved in jail altercation. T.I.'s son under investigation after violent fight. Rapper's family in panic. Every headline, every tweet, every YouTube reaction video, it's chaos. And for the first time, the public can see what's really behind the fame. The Harris family, once seen as a symbol of power and success, now facing one of the darkest chapters of their lives. But what the headline...
I don't have no gang. I ain't in no gang. I got family. I got motherfuckers who willing to risk their lives and freedom to die by me and mine. You hear me? Boy, don't f***ing play with me, man. Don't f***ing play with my motherfucking child, ever.
But what the headlines don't show is what's happening behind closed doors. T.I. is losing his mind. He hasn't slept, hasn't eaten. He's pacing back and forth, replaying every moment in his head. The times he tried to talk sense into King, the times he brushed it off as just kids being kids. Now, every missed opportunity feels like a failure. Tiny is a wreck. She's crying nonstop, calling the jail for updates, begging anyone who will listen to let her talk to her son. The rest of the family tries to stay strong, but the tension is unbearable. Everyone knows this isn't just another publicity crisis. This is life or death. Finally, late in the afternoon, T.I. gets the call he's been waiting for. King's allowed one more phone call. The second he picks up, there's silence. Then a weak voice says, "Dad?" T.I. takes a deep breath. "I'm here, son. Talk to me." What comes next breaks his heart. King's voice cracks as he says, "I messed up, Dad. I thought I could handle myself. I thought I could prove something. But these dudes, they don't care who I am. They said if I ever walk out of here again, it won't be in one piece." T.I. closes his eyes, his jaw tightening. The anger, the fear, the heartbreak, it all hits at once. He tries to stay calm for King's sake, but his voice shakes. "Listen to me, son. Don't say a word to anybody. Don't try to fight nobody. I got people working on this. You just stay alive. You hear me? You stay alive." King sniffles, trying to hold back tears. "Dad, I can't sleep. Every time the lights go out, I feel like they're watching me. I don't want to die in here." And that's when T.I. loses it. Tears fill his eyes as he slams his hand against the wall, shouting, "You're not gonna die in there!" "Not my son. I'm getting you out, no matter what it takes." But as powerful as T.I. is, this isn't something fame can fix overnight. The legal system doesn't bend easily, not even for celebrities. The lawyers warn him that getting King out will take time, that there are processes, hearings, approvals. Words that mean nothing to a father who just wants to save his son. T.I. is desperate, calling in every favor, pulling every string. He even reaches out to people he swore he'd never talk to again, old friends from the streets, contacts with influence inside. He doesn't care about pride anymore. All he cares about is his boy. Meanwhile, inside that cold cell, King is falling apart. The tough image is gone. His hands shake, his voice cracks, and every sound in the hallway makes him flinch. The reality of jail has crushed every bit of ego he had left. He spends hours staring at the wall, thinking about everything, the choices, the attitude, the moments he thought he was invincible. And in that silence, he realizes something no one could have taught him. Respect isn't about fear, and power doesn't come from pretending to be hard. It comes from surviving, from learning, from humility. As the hours turn into days, tension builds both inside and outside. The media keeps spinning the story, making it look worse every hour. People start taking sides online, some blaming T.I. for not controlling his son, others blaming the system for targeting him. But no one knows the truth, that behind all the noise is a terrified young man who just wants to go home, and a father who would burn the world down to make that happen. One night, around 3 a.m., T.I. gets a call from one of his contacts inside the facility, a guard he's known for years. The guard says, "Tip, listen carefully. Your boy's not safe here. Word is, someone put a price on him. I can try to move him, but if you want him out, you need to act fast." T.I. doesn't even hesitate. He calls his legal team, his publicist, his political contacts, everyone. He doesn't care what it costs. Money, reputation, career, none of it matters. What's the point of all that if your son doesn't make it home? While all this is happening, Tiny visits the jail. It's one of the hardest moments of her life. Seeing her son through that glass window, wearing that orange jumpsuit, looking smaller than she's ever seen him, it breaks her. She puts her hand against the glass, whispering through tears, "Baby, we're gonna get you out. Just hold on." King nods, but his eyes say everything. He's scared. And he's losing hope. That image of Tiny crying on one side of the glass and King trying to hold himself together becomes the moment that breaks T.I. completely. He realizes this isn't just about saving his son from jail. It's about saving him from himself, from the path he's been walking, the choices he's been making, the people he's been trying to impress. For the first time, T.I. isn't just angry, he's scared. Because he knows, and if King doesn't make it out this time, he might never get another chance. Finally, after days of fighting and countless calls, The lawyers manage to secure a temporary transfer for King into a safer holding facility while they appeal his case. The relief in T.I.'s voice when he hears the news is indescribable. He drives to the courthouse, waiting for hours just to see King for a few minutes as they move him. When they finally meet face to face, King breaks down completely. He hugs his father, sobbing, "I'm sorry, Dad. I swear I didn't mean for any of this." T.I. hugs him back tightly, his voice trembling as he says, "I know, son. But you gotta promise me, this is it. No more proving something to people who don't matter. You've got a family who loves you. Start acting like it." That moment, raw and emotional, becomes a turning point, not just for King, but for T.I. too. He realizes that being a father isn't about control or discipline anymore. It's about presence. It's about showing up before it's too late. When King is finally moved, the world breathes a little easier. Fans flood social media with support. Hashtags trend, celebrities send messages of encouragement. But behind the scenes, the Harris family knows this isn't the end of the story. It's just another chapter in a long battle between fame, pride, and redemption. As the video closes, the camera lingers on T.I. sitting alone in his car, staring out the window, deep in thought. His phone buzzes with messages, calls, news alerts, but he doesn't answer any of them. For the first time in a long time, he's quiet, reflecting, wondering how everything spiraled so far, so fast. Then under his breath, he whispers, "We're gonna fix this, no matter what it takes." And that's when you realize this isn't just a story about a celebrity family caught in scandal. It's about a father and a son, both trying to survive a world that doesn't care who they are, both learning the hardest way possible that love, family, and redemption are worth more than any fame or fortune. Because in the end, all the cameras, all the headlines, all the noise fade away. But what remains is that one broken call in the middle of the night, when a son cried out for help, and a father promised he'd never stop answering,